Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Chris Bushman back. Sorry about some of the weird sound there with the logo music. Still trying to figure out some bugs of what's going on with that. But regardless, here we are. We are doing this thing. And today, as the title might suggest, we are doing a stream about the Dreamcast again, which is a big surprise, but more so, this is Dreamcast Online. So I have recently had my I had got Raspberry Pi 3 in recently, and along with that, I installed an image known as DreamPi, which is a Linux distro that allows for one of the options is to host a dial-up server on the Pi. So I'm able to mock up a dial-up server, and whatever is connected to that is also then connected to my Ethernet network. In this case here, I'm able to have my Dreamcast hooked up to the network and able to play online games, which is pretty cool because there's a lot of people that have homebrew servers set up. So in this case here, what I plan on doing today is demonstrating that a little bit. Also, messing around with some more audio settings with this test stream. Primarily, I changed the way I am sourcing my mic to try to sync up better with the camera without having to do a bunch of offset settings, since I didn't seem to be very deterministic. But here we are. So let's fire this thing up. So what we're going to try out today first is going to be actually switch this over to the Dreamcast gameplay. Nope. There we go. But we're going to try out Phantasy Star Online first. Being right there. And what you're going to notice when I first boot this up is I have to actually use a bootloader to bring in some settings into system memory before actually trying to connect to a server. I guess there's some difficulties with the server software when you connect to this homebrew server. So let's fire it up and just go with it. But the project as a whole was fairly interesting to me, primarily because of, well, it was easy to set up the Raspberry Pi because it's just installing a distro into an SD card, an SD card, and then just plug a USB 56K modem into it, and then give it the phone line. You actually have to have some sort of line voltage inducer used in this process because the Dreamcast is not providing any voltage with that phone line. So I got to build that, get my little soldering iron out and everything, and give that a whirl. And it worked out pretty good. I was able to build a nice simple circuit board. I might show it later on what I did. It's nothing too crazy because you're just hooking up a 9-volt battery to a 1 microfarad capacitor with, like, I think it was like a 330 ohm resistor. We'll start here, load all of them. And that's just, you're just interrupting the voltage line in the phone line with this 9-volt source. It's nothing too crazy, but it's enough to simulate what voltage would be like in that line, thus you're able to have an active phone line communication in there. So what you're going to see me doing here is just hopefully connecting to the server. It should be okay. As well as creating a character, things like that. I want to swap off at some point, just because it does require me to still enter in my access key and such that comes with this game, and I don't want to have that on YouTube. And since I don't have anything to really cover that up on the screen at the moment, I'm just going to cut off the source when I enter that information in. But no worries, this is not me trying to fake anything. So, fun little VMU action there. Little Phantasy Star Online graphic there. Trying to show that. I think we got it. There we go. So, we're going to start a new game here. But yeah, this is probably one of the first online games I really played actively. This was, it's not even the first full Dreamcast game I actually played. My older brother had actually purchased the Dreamcast in our house, and when he picked it up, he didn't pick up a memory card. So Phantasy Star Online requires a memory card to play, since you're saving the character data and all of that. What ended up happening was we had to sort of wait to play the game until we got that memory card. So in the meantime, we ended up just playing. I think we had a demo for Sonic Adventure 2. It was the city level where you're sort of snowboarding down streets and things like that. So we just played that demo a bunch, and that was probably the first Dreamcast gameplay I actually did before then be able to play Phantasy Star Online. And at that time, I want to say we were playing a lot of Super Smash Brothers, if the timeline lines up correctly with that. So I just remember reading a lot of online articles about fighting game for the Nintendo 64 with Nintendo characters, and then crazy online game with characters and dungeon delving and all of that. It seemed like just such a crazy time for games, being able to have all these experiences right in the home. It was really neat being on that new edge of gaming at the time as a consumer. Before then, it was always like getting Sega Genesis games 5 years after the fact and things like that. So very much behind the times in terms of modern games, but they weren't as mainstream either, so it wasn't really that big of a deal as it is now, where you have thousands and thousands of users and all of that. Let me make sure we got audio going this real quick. Yep, we do. Cool. And so, yeah, it was really exciting for me to do that. And even when we played Phantasy Star Online, it wasn't just like playing in a silo or anything. It would be my brothers and I would be playing it together, just different sessions on different characters. One person might man the keyboard. Another person might, which actually I should, I don't know if I can hook up the keyboard to this still with the game already being on. We can try it. Why not? See, keyboard. So, keyboard. Let's see if it'll allow me to plug this in real quick. But we'd have one person man the keyboard because, again, it's kind of awkward to use the Dreamcast controller and the keyboard at the same time. Try that. Alright. But yeah, it created a very fun collaborative experience with Rawcast. Here's what I usually played. I liked robots and I liked guns, so it seemed to be a good fit for a character to play as. Let's see if I can type this in real quick. Is it going to read the keyboard? Yes, it is. Awesome. Actually, let's go with the classic name. Back to the old days. Let's see, I want to say it was... That was a old name I used to use called Inferno Dragon back in the old internet days, but apparently I don't have quite enough characters to put it all in. That's okay though. We'll roll with that. Let's see here. Come on, disc. Load them up. Okay, it looks like we're back up. Apparently we disconnected at some point. I'm not sure what happened there. That is the first time I've had a disconnect on this, actually. Fascinating. But we're back in this, so that's cool. So, anywho, here we go. Let's see what sort of colors we got. load. I like the blue. It's pretty good. We'll go super small skinny. Why not? Yeah, we got our name already. That's cool. Let's do it. And the badge fits my color. Very good. That works. Alright. Alright, so from here, I'm going to switch the source over to... just to cover that real quick. That way, I'm not showing off all of my credentials for my game. I don't know if it's actually important or not, but I figured, regardless, it may not be a great idea to show them off on YouTube and have it saved on there forever. Especially because I have to re-enter this key every time. Things I do not miss. Re-entering in keys. Which is a good reason to have the keyboard anyway. That way I don't have to go through a controller keyboard to do it. Or software keyboard. You know. Okay. Back at it. So, there's my ISP. Yep. 19. Da-da-da. Yep. And here's where we connect. And so again, what's happening with the DreamPi is that the Dreamcast modem is actually dialing into a dial-up server, a virtual dial-up server on the Raspberry Pi, and that has an application that monitors dial-up connections through the USB 56K modem that's plugged into it, and then manages a lot of the network traffic from the actual Ethernet network I have. That way then all I need to do is dial into my device and it's preloaded with all the servers that people have stood up for these Dreamcast games. So in theory I should be able just to walk on in to the server at this point. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rad. Bing, right there, right? Back in it. Do they have download requests? Oh, they do. Oh, splendid. We're going to ship select though. And Palma Coast. Sounds like a winner. Block mode, sure. I really don't know if there's a performance difference for my connection with any of these servers. Okay, we may want to actually change shifts. I don't think anyone's on, but... But I am not a Portuguese speaker. So if anyone were happening to connect, I would be pretty useless. Awesome. And so yeah, we can just organize a team. I guess I'm gonna create a team here. Okay, so version 2, team name. And we'll call this let's call this DocStream. No password, play mode. What do we have available for play mode? As in the office, we just normal stuff. Normal difficulty, because that's all I have for this character right now. Let's register it. Go. Oh, so good. It kind of feels good not having to pay for a hunter license or anything either. Just, hey, we're on. We're on it. Awesome. Here we are. We are on a server. All the familiar sounds and fun things here. Not a barrier or anything. Alright, I guess we can just jump on down and see what happens. Forest 1, man. Let's do it. So it appears with many of the games that they have for that the Raspberry, that people have servers stood up for the Dreamcast, and thus what DreamPi has configured for, requires some sort of bootloader prior, which my networking knowledge is not super huge, but there appear to be some sort of network traffic settings that, for one reason or another, you can't just configure on the Dreamcast itself. There are some things like the ISP and ISP settings like the DNS address and dial or the phone number you actually use, things like that. But on the whole, there aren't too many settings you can change. I know there's another browser you can use that's like a homebrew browser that has a little more flexibility with that. With this here, I actually ended up centered. I actually ended up using the web browser 2.0 disk, which we got him coming anyway, so we'll just, while that's happening. Where did I put that disk at? I would like to show it as proof. Here we go. And so, yep, just use the browser 2.0. I think the web browser 2.0 and 3.0 both have menus you can use to change your DNS and such, which is fairly important for this, since again you're no longer using a particular Sega server or anything that might be pre-configured on your Dreamcast, or using an ISP that might be automatically obtained from, like, say, an ISP. So, yep, it's really handy to have that disc. For me, it was like $3-4 from the game store, local game shop I have here. Mostly because no one's shopping for web browsers for the Dreamcast, so that works out pretty nicely. Now, what I look forward to doing is, once I know my brother has been preoccupied with lots of stuff at home recently, but once he is freed up, I look forward to trying this out with him as well. That way I have someone else to play with. Which also raises another interesting question with doing this kind of online play with the Dreamcast today, is, who actually has their Dreamcast set up to do this, right? What's the user base actually look like to play these online games? And the solution that's out there right now is, this is automatically configured with the DreamPie, but I believe other solutions to hit these servers allow use of this service, where you actually use the IP address of your Dreamcast. I think it's a Dreamcast that you're using it for, to register an account on a website that it's pretty much monitoring when does this IP address go onto the server to play a game, whatever. And you can create a small profile with that, and it can show what game you're playing right now and who else is online with this service. That way you can communicate with them quickly and be like, hey buddy, looks like you're playing Maximum Pool. Want to play Maximum Pool together? Things like that. So it makes it a little bit easier to find people. And with it being an IP address for your Dreamcast, it's not a huge risk of people like hacking into it to do crazy things just because of the lack of resources that are actually available on the system to buck up. Doesn't mean it's impossible or anything, but I mean, as long as you got your router settings locked down and other things, you should be able to minimize that risk. And I know it also attempts to auto-detect said console, which I haven't had success with as of yet, but I've used on my PC, which is probably for the best. But you can still, make the account. I think it uses Gravatar for actual avatar pictures, things like that. That's really cool, and I look forward to being able to participate with the community to play these games, especially because, I mean, once I got the DreamPie rolling, I mean, I could just go, right? I'm not paying anything extra to play PSO or anything. The only thing might be to, contribute to a Patreon or something for the guys who are doing this, for example, because they are providing some sort of server space for this. And That's very kind of them, to say the least. Servers are not cheap. Yeah, broadcast. That's how we roll. I have to look at the rarity guide to see what I actually can grab with this badge. I mean, so far, handguns are dropping, so that might be a common drop, which works out for me. But yeah, when I first heard about being able to connect online with PSO again and such, I was pretty excited. I'm probably much more excited than one should be, maybe, but I've always been rather heartbroken by the fact that I have all these online capable Dreamcast games, but can no longer play them because the servers are gone. But being able to play those again, and it's not just this, but it's like Alien Frontline is another title that's been brought back. Choo Choo Rocket, Maximum Pool. I think there's like a 4x4 racing game. I never played it before, but I've seen people playing it on Dreamcast now. But there's just a number of titles that are available to play again, and it's really cool. Ran away. Oh well. Again, I can drop out of that. I know one of my older brothers put hundreds of hours in the PSO. That was his bag. Of course, he was the one that bought the Dreamcast also, so I mean, that makes sense. And it was and still is an awesome game. Unfortunately, I think it's PSO 3 that came out in Japan only. Hasn't seen a US release. That kind of sucks, because I would love to have a release of this to play in English. I think even Blue Burst came out in America. I can't remember if it did or not. I hope so. But yeah, there's I never played much of the original Phantasy Star games. Like I have them available, I think, on Steam. Probably some other compilation discs elsewhere. I don't think I have any on the console itself. But this was my first introduction to the Phantasy Star universe, was Phantasy Star Online. And while it may not be super representative of what Phantasy Star does, what was involved with the original Phantasy Star, because it kind of looked like it was a typical JRPG in terms of mechanics, but having this sci-fi theme instead of a high fantasy theme, it still has me interested in the actual franchise, I guess. I have a interest in checking out the other games because of this game. Otherwise, I probably would have never checked out Phantasy Star at all. And it's kind of funny to me too that this is my nostalgia for Phantasy Star Online, which was a pretty popular game. Like, I don't know how it's popular compared to the original Phantasy Star games, but this was, people played this game. A lot of people played this game. A lot of people still play this game. That's why they need to bring it to the US again. Give me my new version of Phantasy Star. Back off. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. There we go. Thin the herd. Thin them out. Give me that experience. Give me them items. Boom. Let's actually go back real quick and get some of those other items. Need our treasures now. I got no money. I have no rare items. No special weapons. You know what? That's what I need. Mono fluid. I can sell that or feed it to my mag. The mag system was always pretty cool in this too. Being able to, you know, get rid of items that I otherwise wouldn't use. Did I not hit that switch? I thought I hit a gate switch there. Did I miss that? Maybe that was a different one that I hit. No, I didn't hit it. Okay. But being able to spend items that I otherwise would not be using, like, you know, mono fluids and things like that, to upgrade my mag, I thought was always pretty cool. A nice way of having multiple uses for these items that I might otherwise never use, because I might be either a non-magic using class or a very minimal magic using class. Let's see what I got to. Or even like a magic user is not needing a lot of healing items because I have healing spells already, right? Things like that. No slots? What? I'm gonna put this guy on. What do I have for handgun? Minus 10 to native. That's terrible. Yeah, we're not using that handgun. That's no bueno. I do wish there was more crafting in Phantasy Star Online. I know you have, what do they call them? Oh, shoot. What do they call the item that you could upgrade your weapons with? Like, you can add small increments of stat upgrades to your weapons, and I think armor as well. Because you'd be like a handgun plus whatever, depending on how many of these items you used. But I'm sure I'll run into some of them and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what it's called. Anyway, I mean, you can do that to sort of upgrade your weapons, but you can't, like, combine weapons to like, take advantage of stats of special weapons you pick up that you otherwise may not use. Why do you debuff yourself? Is that to use an evasion or something? Leveling up, baby. Can I actually feed my mag yet? Can I feed you things, buddy? Yeah, I'll give you some items. Let's give you... What's the antidote do? Uh-oh. I think I might try out a different class when I play with my brother, because I figure I may want to use fresh characters when we both play. Maybe I'll try a magic user. I've never really gotten to try a magic user before. I've always played mostly a ranger here. I've done a little bit of hunter classes, but usually, you know, it's kind of these primarily weapon combat sort of classes. Got some pals texting there. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I think I might, what I'll do here is I'll run through, maybe this Forest 1, just as a kind of a demo of going through this. And then I'll fire up another game here, show some online capabilities in another game. That way I'm not just... I mean, I can play PSO all day long, believe me. I could do that, but for the interest of the stream, you know, let's try out a couple other games too. Right? That might be the good thing, a positive thing to do. Definitely show Alien Front Online. That was... Man, that... When I heard that came back up, that was super awesome. That was like a strictly online game. Like, there was an arcade mode, but the AI sucks in Alien Front Online. So to be able to actually play with other people on that again is super awesome. So that game is really fun, multiplayer. nice, fun action campaign shooting sort of game. It's good. It's a good game. It was a game I never even knew about until again my older brother had picked it up. I don't know where he heard of it, but yeah, he picked it up and yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, we'll pop that in next. I wonder if that supports keyboard also. I might be able to type in something here. I'm typing in PSO! Oh my god! Awesome. This is awesome. And I forgot how much I like to feel the Dreamcast controller. Like, I know back when playing Super Magnetic Neo, and what other game was that? I think it was it Blitz? When I was playing Blitz? Or Wacky Races? I was complimenting. Oh no, it was I know it was Redux of how nice the joystick felt for that minute movement, a shmup. You know, for a while I was like, you know, I kind of remember liking the Dreamcast controller, but it kind of felt alien to me after a while. But now they're playing more Dreamcast games again. It's like, yeah, this feels like a really natural, nice controller. And it might be kind of, you know, that whole, it's like riding a bike, you know? You get used to using it again, I guess. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be super awesome, like for Unreal Tournament or Quake 3, because, oh lord, those FPS with this controller is not a fun time. Luckily, I do have the Dreamcast mouse and keyboard, so I can use keyboard mouse controls and be done with it. It is a ball mouse, which isn't... Like, I'm not a big fan of a ball mouse myself, but I know people who are, and they are... more power to them. I mean, I'm glad they are able to prefer that type of mouse. That has never been the case for me. Oh, shoot. Pow, 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 pow. I blast you. Dude, if I get a spread needle in this, that'd be awesome. That is like one of the best guns. It's a quick spread gun. It's got some good power on it. You grind mono grinders, that's what it is. So using grinders to increase your weapon's potency. Just like a mono grinder, die grinder, tri grinder. That's what it was. See, memories. We got them back now. It's all coming back. Or is that for resin people? Is that what that was used for? Yeah. See, I'm remembering some of this. I'm not completely out of it with PSO. It's only like 17, 16 years old. Also note that I'm not reading the stories of Red Ring Rico. I suppose I've seen them enough where I'm not super interested anymore. I don't know. It might be good to go through those again just to hit them up. Okay, well, let's head back to, let's quit game for now. So we'll quit for now. That's PSO, right? Back in the game. Doing fine, doing fly. Cool. Is this actually representative of the stream I'm still doing? Just want to make sure here. Actually, I know a good way of checking this out. I know a great way to check this out. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, we're still good. Cool. Yeah, I was just curious with the interruptions in the stream if it's still keeping us the same stream or not, which looks like it is, which is very good. Alright, so that's PSO. Now, let's try out some Alien Front Online, yo! Boom. So I don't have the romantic history with Alien Front Online that I do with PSO, but that was a much later online game we Bushmans had played, and that game, people were really good at that game. I was not one of them, but man, was it fun! Just to hop on and try to do some team. As long as like team deathmatch stuff, it seemed like. Whoop, got a microphone head that fell off there. But yeah, Alien Front Online. Was this by Sega as well? Yeah, with WoW Entertainment. And that was like really late release. It was 2001, so pretty close to the end of the Dreamcast. But yeah, boom, Alien Front Online. Whoa! And I have it in the box. So it comes with a mic and stuff, which does work on the server as well, which is really cool. Also has an advertisement in here for Propeller Arena, which you might remember was one of the many, many canceled games in the Dreamcast. That was canceled because of 9/11. But they did have a build of it released on the interwebs, and I do have a copy of that. So that might be a future stream as well. A little bit of Propeller Arena. Another really fun multiplayer game. I'm not sure if the online component of that works in that build that they have released or not. I kind of hope so, but I mean, in all honesty, who knows? Alright, I'll put AFO over there. I'm going to take out the Rumble Pack for now. Let's take out the VMU. Yeah, one downside to using the mic is the VMU is not in the window here. I mean, unless I guess I got some sort of like 3.5mm jack booster to sort of lift it above my above my memory card. I have to have this in the front of the controller. So now it's kind of like that. So my my VMU is in the bottom there. Which that kind of stinks, but oh well. I get to play Dreamcast Online again, so what the heck ever. It's hard to complain about such things. Oh. Actually, I don't know if this supports. I don't think this does support the keyboard, so I may not need it. Oh. Come on. Come on, foam. You can get on there. I know you can. There you go. And that foam, it's been squished for 16 years, so it's a little bit a little bit flattened and deformed, but hey, it goes on. It protects the mic. We're good. Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. There we go. But yeah, so Alien Front Online. Again, that was a game I never thought I'd be playing again. I thought it'd be just sitting in the box and that'd be that. Maybe play the single player every once in a while. But now I can actually play it with people. Hey, it does support the keyboard. Awesome. Great. I don't have to mess with stupid other settings. Alien Front Online. It's so awesome to play this again. It's so awesome. Again, there's the phone number and user ID that's used for the DreamPi. Dial into the DreamPi here. No dial-up modem noise though, so you don't get the pleasure of that. Oh well. Some things I don't miss. That's one thing I don't really miss. I'm not too nostalgic about modem noises. Connected! So it's not responsible, so... Okay. No cussing, guys. So I can just create a lobby here real quick. Just put some computers on this. Is there Team Flag and Fortress? I don't know the different modes here. It's been a while since I've played Alien Front Line, but we'll stick with teams. I know that's Team Deathmatch at least. We'll create it. Game name is War is Hell. I'm gonna go with Heavy, son. Here we are. Alien Front Online, baby. Yeah, I think with Y in chat. I'm chatting right now. Got one. Get some health back. Got one. It's X? Nope. They got me. The computer got me because I am lost about things. Yeah, stop with that noise, man. What, nukes? What? Okay, I don't know how to use nukes. That's okay. That's okay. Dang! He's got a special weapon there. Oh! Crap. I'm gonna get beat by computers. Great. Come on, computer, help me out here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, oddly enough, it's not real-time chat. Not exactly sure why, but... Gotcha. Flamethrower! Yes! More flamethrower! Yeah, now the tides have turned. Oh, jerk. Thanks, teammate. I am slow and heavy, so it does not help. Though it actually, it's not too bad in this map, because I guess it's a pretty close corner, right? So, not a lot of opportunity. Oh, dang, getting double teamed. Dang it.
Got us in their sights.
Oh, crap. Got it. Try his nuclear missile on this. Looks pretty cool.
Got us in their sights.
So, I don't know if I did anything, but that looks cool. Got them both. Nice. Some health there. Ah. 35 seconds left on these guys. Oh, dang. Special weapons are killer. I can try to wait out the time, I guess. Guided missiles. Where's he at? Where's he at? Doesn't matter. Army wins! Woo! Yay!
Well done, soldier.
We did it. No, it's gonna say see, we get to destroy the alien stuff and it all goes kablooey, right? Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I mean, with Alien Front Online, there may not be too much else to show here besides just playing bots at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate. But again, it's playing online at the moment, so hey, whatever. More reason to get more people to play Dreamcast Online. Huh? Huh? Yep, disconnect for now. Okay, so that's Alien Front Online. Which I wonder, is there any kind of graphic on the VMU? Yeah, some cool graphics on there, but we'll check that out later. Let's power that down. Pew! I guess we can show one more game tonight here. Probably one that I haven't tried online yet, so I don't know how well it'll work or if we need a bootloader for it. I'm going to try out Maximum Pool. We go to the stash. Where did I put that? Actually, you know what? Let's have a little more fun. Let's do something else, something I have tried. Not as entertaining in terms of game, but the web browser. We will boot up the web browser. We're going to go on the internet. Because who needs a home PC when you have a Raspberry Pi acting as a PC to allow my Dreamcast to go on the internet? Right? Right. Planet Web. Now I'll have to try out the other newer browsers later on as well to see how capable they are. Which actually, can I... is a mouse readily available? Can I pull that out real quick? So then I can just use that instead of using a controller. Yeah, we got it around here. Here we go. Mouse. Finally an excuse to use the Dreamcast mouse and keyboard. That's why we do all this. So I can finally use old ball mouse and non-mechanical keyboard. I do have an adapter to use some other PS2 port controllers. Device. Controllers moved. Actually, let's do this the bit of a lazy way, but we'll do it this way. I'll just turn it off, turn it back on. Bink. Planet Web, ba-da-da. Well, I have mouse connectivity here. So right now it's keyboard, okay. I may have to look into how to get the mouse working on this. I don't know, there might be a menu setting to use. I'll have to double check here. I've actually never really had to use a mouse on the Dreamcast before, so don't know what I might need to do to set it up. We'll dial in here. Bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink 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 bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink bink bink. Bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk bink bonk bonk. So otherwise, I think I can just use the joystick here. Yeah. So that's the joystick on the controller, and mouse isn't giving me any love. Wait for it to connect. Look at all this. Screencast 2016, IRC, all the good stuff. The most users who were online was on November 19th, 2 people. Great. Let's go into... let's try options here. See if it gives me anything for controllers or anything. Okay, optional settings, I guess. Maybe. Play sound effects, output, mute beeps, verbose middle messages. Okay, so that's not going to get me there. I wonder if it'll read if I unplug the mouse as like a controller it's being disconnected. Let's try it. Yeah, that didn't get me anywhere. Let's try port 4. So I can see it's obviously reading something being plugged in, right? But not getting a mouse input yet. So we'll have to figure that out later. But let's see, let's go back to our actual browser. Okay, so let me just go up here. So let's go to ye olde Google first, right? See what modern Google looks like under our web browser 2.0. Good old Planet Web. Let's see, look at that. So let's look it up. Let's look at Google search don't let me down. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Let's see what they say here. Let's see what Sega Retro says. Does not render these. I'm assuming these are like menu frames or something. Does not render those very well. Da, 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 da. Okay. Supports those games. Okay. I don't know. Oh, what's a fun website we can go to here? Suppose we can try. YouTube probably will not be supported, but we're going to give it a go. I wonder if there's any kind of JavaScript engine on this guy at all. Probably not. Unable to reload the requested document. Oh my goodness. Okay. Huh. This guy's HTTPS. So I don't have HTTPS support on this browser. Nice. Great. Goody goody. I guess it makes sense again. This is a really old browser. YouTube. Do 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 bop. This is what happens when Chris waits for an old web browser. He starts trying to scat. Is it going to allow it? Yeah, it's not going to allow it. It's going to be HTTPS. Okay. What would be a good HTTP website to go to? Oh, that's not, semicolon's not what we're looking for here. Actually, that makes me wonder, is there... Oh, duh. I don't want the URL. I want to go back up to the top here. Is there a quick way? I don't know. Let's look that up real quick. This will be the last thing to look up, and I'll call it here. So that way it's not a bunch of Chris web browsing on old stuff, right? Because that's not a whole lot of fun. But let's look at... I suppose that means I can't just throw an Angular website at this and have that run on the browser, huh? Get online with Dreamcast. Yeah, let's see what this guy says on these forums here. Oh, great. Great. Thanks, HostGator. So that's what that button does. Let's do back. Hopefully it'll take me back to the Google page. I guess I might be using some JavaScript that's not supported in this. Not too surprising. Okay. So let's see what they say here on the Dreamcast Talk forum, if that will load. Looks like so far so good. I wonder if there's like a document size to put on to cache as well, because I don't know how much memory I'd be able to work with this thing. I'm not seeing a whole lot here. But okay, so as you can see, we can get online with the Dreamcast now. And it's really cool. Really exciting. And I look forward to trying out some more games here. And this will be making an appearance this weekend for the Siesta E-Fest. So hopefully we can do something where we can do some co-op with this. But otherwise, hey, I mean, I'm down with doing some online games. And if anyone here is doing online games, hit me up on the my Facebook account, on my YouTube channel, comments, whatever. But anyway, thanks for coming out and paying attention tonight. If you're watching this after the stream, then thanks for clicking on the video. And yeah, we'll do some more games next time here. And this weekend will be very exciting. So see you during Siesta E-Fest, guys. Take care.